when you sit there and think about signs, you know, like if I look at in my business and I'll say I have 7 cancers, they're earners, okay? Different background. One has a degree, one doesn't have a degree. Parents, religion, you know, upbringing, dad was there, dad wasn't there, you know, major setback in teens, major setback in 20s, you know, then a bad relationship, a bad, you know, betrayal, you know, all of that, religious beliefs, all of that stuff kind of makes up who we are. But the foundation, would you say the foundation is still our sign based on where you believe, as somebody that's been doing this for 50 years? What would you say would be the foundation of my DNA, my individual as who I am, Patrick Bet-David?
Well, I'll give you a little bit of an insight to the way I talk to a person. They're coming to me with the same question, whether they actually ask it or not. I say, look, at the moment that your body takes a first breath, and you got to understand, you're not your body. Your body is something your mother made. And while it's in the womb, it's a water-breathing creature. Even has gills, breathes, drinks, works with amniotic fluid. Mother puts it out into the room, can't breathe. Got a traumatic experience already, gets whacked on the bottom, goes like that. Well, what comes in with the breath? Almost like a Trojan horse, that air carries your spiritual DNA. And that is the way the solar system is at the moment. And it comes into your body that way. And the reason that is the case for everybody is because, you know, the moon goes around the earth, and you have this, we'll borrow from quantum physics. Whole idea of the wave state of the moon is its orbit. It makes the earth a yolk, becomes the womb of the solar system. And so everything that is going on in the solar system is solar system manifesting, creating all kinds of versions of itself. And that's because if you look at what the cosmologists have been saying for the last 20, 30 years, the cosmos seems to be attempting to become aware of itself. And that means that it seems to be fine-tuned to create life. So it has a sense of being alive. So if the cosmos is alive in that way, the solar system is alive in that way because it's a part of it. So the solar system is comprised of the sun, and the sun is 99.86% of the mass of the solar system. So that means a very, very small amount for all the rest of it. So the sun is the creator, if you will, or the animator, and the planets are like the genes. They're like the organs of the solar system. So the solar system is you. At the time you were born, the solar system becomes you. And me. But it's the same solar system, produced the same sun in the sky when you were born and I was born. So when people start talking about this woo-woo stuff, we're all one, there is a cosmological reality to that. So the foundation is when you take your first breath, that path you're on, whatever is rising. So you've been on this path of Leo rising. You've been challenging yourself from the day you were born. And in your experiences coming out of Iran and in the whole idea of being a refugee and so forth, what you saw in those years from 7 to 12, 13, and 14, man, you know, you were not really satisfied with that's good. You were upset. And you took that upset and decided, I'm getting out of there and I'm going to find a way out of there. And around 10 or 12, the whole circumstance arrived. Total confusion on your part as to what was happening. All of a sudden, you found yourself in the United States. And you looked at the United States and you heard what they're saying. They said, you can be anybody you want here. You said, that's for me. I know what I want to be because I know what I have been. And I have been lost and poor and angry. No more. Nobody's going to push me around ever again. And on top of that, I've got something to offer. And I want to work to serve and help people. That's my whole deal. I'm here to help people. And the only way I can do that, according to your chart, is to learn and learn and learn. And I can't, at the time, when you started thinking this way, I can't afford to go to university anymore. Well, okay, I'll bring them to me. I'll bring these teachers to me rather than me having to pay bucks, all kinds of money to just go hear what I think I already know. So that's a short version of how your path is going.
Now, you know, I'm October 18th. I'm Libra. I was born October 18th.
October 18, 1978.
Yep.
The sun is in the last 10 degrees of Libra. And what follows that is 1, 2, 3, 4 planets in Scorpio, the investigator. The guy is going to get into and find out what makes it all tick. I want to know why this works.
That's crazy.
I want to understand it. Not only that, but I hope that it changes my financial situation, what I learn, or it can change my values. It can even, I even want to believe in something. Believe it or not, I want to believe in something. Please give me something to believe in. And the end result was, I believe in me. That's the driver. But the me that you are is an aspect of this thing called the cosmos, which is, you must call God, if you want to call it something. You know, there's all kinds of concepts of God among people of the world. You can go from Islam to Buddhism. You can go from Buddhism to, you name it, right? Well, what you have is nobody really knows. But you end up having to feel it. And in your case, you know, the whole business of how you were able to transcend things was because of the way that you felt about your family background and upbringing and everything. You hit 24, 5, 6, and you were unhappy clearly about how your mom and dad were doing whatever they were doing and all the experiences, and you were upset. So you said, okay, I'm going to get out of this and I'm going to develop myself.
So if you like this little short clip from an interview I did, click over here to watch the entire interview. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.